We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken just inside the 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ryan. Forced out to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Play action, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Well, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still 1st half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect 1st half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, We still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. 20, 20. They go play action with Ryan. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Williams. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have the Rams first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Mahomes again, dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Ryan. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, or swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man right side is Tony. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack.